Hello everybody and welcome back. I'm Conquest and this is the Sufficit Mundi campaign. We are playing, of course, as Milan, just waiting on this peace and peace deal when there's some slightly less aggressive expansion floating around, and then we shall do that. We can demand unlawful territory. It's still just messing. Okay, well, let's get into it and get this peace deal done. Something else worth noting, the unlawful territory we're getting for expansion in Italy does apply to the Pope. We've got to keep an eye on that. I've made a change of heart about Pisa. I think we're going to vassalize them because this doesn't require us to actually own the provinces. It just requires it to be us or our subject in the Italy region. And vassalization causes, if you're not familiar, only 22 aggressive expansion versus the mighty 44. It's a 50% reduction. So we're going to vassalize Pisa rather than taking the land personally. We will end their rivalry just for some prestige. We've got very low prestige at the moment because I disinherited our kids so many times in order to get this wonderful chap. Good old Maria, as I'm going to call him. We can rival the Mamluks, excuse me. So it looks like we're going to do a good old-fashioned Mamluk tribute war series at some point. Fantastic. That's excellent news. All right, but there we go. Pisa Annex, which gives us another 3 on this once it actually updates. It'll go from, what it would let me, 19 to 22, since Pisa has 3 provinces. Is Genoa in the Italian region? Because they're extremely cheap on the aggressive expansion. They are. We should go after Sardinia. Sardinia would put us at war with Naples. Naples is pretty strong, but if I could call in, France, it would be trivial. I might do that right now. And then if we call in... Alright, we're still spying on Pisa, which we don't need to be doing anymore. We could take a whole bunch of provinces in here, and they're all cheap. France would not come to help, because they're so badly in debt. God, they are badly in debt. And they're allied to Castile. Alright, never mind. New plan, new plan. Ooh, I just checked in on the vote, and it's not as solidly in our favour as I thought it might be. Good lord. Alright, well, we better get on the case. Oh, yeah, I've been really letting improved relations slip recently. And the aggressive expansion hasn't helped either. Alright, well, we'll get on the case. We don't need 4 votes anymore. We only need 3. Because you only need... if I have as many votes as somebody else, we still win. I should also improve relations with Pisa, who absolutely detests us. Okay, here's our first shadow event. So, Provence has left the Empire. The Duchy of Provence is still formally part of the Holy Empire. It has in many ways turned into a shadow duchy, with the Italian states acting independently of the Emperor. Failure of successive emperors to restore imperial authority in the region has left areas under control of states that outright reject imperial authority. Naples. By now, the Provence states are members of the Empire in name only. So there we go. They have left, which is actually going to help our imperial authority generation, because that's 3. I thought there were 10 Empire states that weren't under control of me. Who? Oh, right. Yeah, we've... I think Bar? Yeah, Bar has fallen under France, unfortunately. But these 5, no longer being... Oh, no, you're still a member of the Empire. Okay. But these 4, at least, are now no longer held by someone outside the Empire, which is going to help with our imperial authority generation. Nice. Okay, hello. There's been a long pause for me. I've been away for a week, halfway through this episode. So let me just take stock of the situation. We are Milan, of course. We have our wonderful vassals in Pisa, Master of the Personal Union, Montferrat, and Mantua. We're trying to get up to 30 provinces owned by us in the Italian region. That's the current goal. We're poor, which is why we don't have many advisors. Okay. We are centralizing the empire at a relatively decent rate. 17 provinces. Oh, freaking France. What have you done? France. That is why, right? Oh, no. Burgundy's independent of France right now? Oh, Burgundy, you poor, poor baby. I'm gonna kill you. Oh, man. Okay, Burgundy is dead. Absolutely dead. We're going to take all their imperial land from them, which will include releasing Holland. Oh, man. We must declare war on them and kill them before France gets like an event-based personal union over them, because otherwise we'll be allied to someone holding all kinds of unlawful imperial territory, and we cannot have that. Okay, Burgundy. Oh, Burgundy. They have the same family. We need to make sure we go to war with them soon. Though France's opinion list is not as high as it could be. Let's do some improving there. How's the election looking? Not entirely secure. But yeah, we'll go to war with Burgundy very soon. That'll be good. And the Italian region doesn't include Provence, does it? No, it doesn't. It doesn't include this province, though. I could do with taking that. Although maybe we want to leave it because it's a, OPM Imperial Prince. I generally want to try and leave OPM Imperial Princes around so we can get the monthly autonomy. Sorry, authority. Okay, well, we'll let some time go. See if we can get an angle to go against an angle to get to war with Burgundy, with France doing all the heavy lifting. What idea group was I going to take? It's been a while, all right? It's been a while. Because, I mean, we could take Eminence right now. The one we took late in the Roman Empire campaign because of the improved relations. We could take it right now because that's so good. This is so good. This is quite nice. This is good. This is just unbelievable. This is the strongest improved relations modifier in the game, as far as I know. And improved relations is king. This is also good. Well, 5% actually. It's not as good as I thought. But, Empire is cool. Obviously, for a world conquest, we're going to have to convert people or try and get up to +2 tolerance. And I think conversion is better. I think we're going to go super hard conversion, probably, because even if you have 2 positive tolerance of heretics, right, it's never going to be as high as your tolerance of the true faith, which you can get up to 7, especially if you had high legitimacy. You can get this up to really high numbers, and so we wouldn't be getting unrest from religious unity, and we wouldn't be getting unrest from intolerated heretical beliefs, but they would be less tolerated. I really don't like this extra interest from being Catholic, but we have to stay Catholic. Do we? Well, we'll look into that when the Reformation starts. There's a possibility we should go Protestant, or maybe Reformed. I'm not sure what the difference is between Protestant and Reformed. We can't look at them yet, can we? No. Or even Dualist. What's Dualist like? Missionary Strength +1. It's pretty good. National Unrest minus is pretty good. But it would have to be Protestant, actually. No, you can have a Reformed Empire in Meiou and Taxes. But I'm not sure how that would work once we've passed some of these later reforms. Once you've done... Oh, that's interesting. It looks like none of these actually disable the League Wars. I'll need to look into how the League Wars work. But, yeah, we'll think about that later. But essentially, we need to convert. Oh, no, that's right. We want to stay Catholic because we have this yearly papal influence. Although... I mean, I can always just mod it, can't I, to give us more, I don't know, something to do with Protestantism. I mean, it's kind of cheaty, but I don't mind. I think you could probably accept that, Milan shifts as a nation over time, and we could switch this to some different religious bonus. We do just want to put everything into trying to become the papal controller again. Next idea is because I want to take Eminence, but we've got no diplo points is the thing. Empire's good. Obviously, we should probably take culture, just because the earlier you get these, the better. And I really like in the Roman campaign, we took this early. I think we took humanist as well. And we just never had a problem with monarch points. So maybe we take... Eminence. I'm really conflicted. I think we're going to take Eminence. I'm thinking about this now, by the way. It's a live question because we're about to get free tenancy. Well, in 15 years. Maybe a bit earlier. Definitely earlier if it'll give us innovativeness. I'm really tempted to take Eminence just because the rate at which we blob is 90% controlled by aggressive expansion. Especially as the Emperor. We'll see. Ongoing thought process. Alright, that's what we were doing. We were considering going to war with Savoy. We don't have a truce with them anymore. We were gonna enforce a personal union on Savoy. We should do that. They have cause. They're all French right now, and we want to be France's ally for at least the next 100 years. But we could have a long-term personal union partner in Savoy. France, when's your truce with Burgundy up? 4 years. So it's at least 4 years till we want to go to war with them. You can't declare war on them because we are currently steering trade, so we cancel that. And now we shouldn't... That doesn't give a truce, does it? No. Good. So, they're done up there. Yeah, the election's not nearly as solid as I'd like, especially since we have so much imperial authority. What was the problem? Oh, yeah, legitimacy prestige, obviously. Legitimacy is a huge factor in imperial elections. Let's see what we can do about Savoy. I remember the potential problem. We do have a bunch of aggressive expansion. How much aggressive expansion would it cost to personal union all of Savoy, do you think? Can you even get to one half from one half of Savoy to the other? Is there a strait here that it's not showing? That's strange. I mean, they're 60%. Court level's gone under shabby. Ooh, that cannot stand. Alright, well, let's give it a go. We do not need to call in Aragon, shall we anyway? Yeah, we've got 30 favors, sure. Aragon, why don't you come help me out? I'm aware that our guys are drilling right now. It's going to cost us 1 stability. It's just the way of the world. We had 2 more stability than them, by the way, which I think is quite funny. That's all it took for us to be allowed to claim their throne was a 2 higher stability count. Oh, by the way, I wanted to talk about this. In offensive wars, you get plus 0.1 war exhaustion. This is ridiculous and absurd, and we need to get rid of it or change it somehow. So, plus 0.1 in context is substantially higher, 5 times higher, I think, than any other single modifier to war exhaustion. And it exists to fix a bug with the AI. That's a bad reason to screw the player when they're on an offensive war, in my opinion. I've had an extensive chat to the team, and as you know, I have only the highest respect for the M&T team. This is a terrible idea. So I think I'm just going to get rid of it. Because there's already call for peace when a war drags on too long. And it's not true that the second an empire went into an offensive war, their empire started decentralizing. Empires would often rally together over, having an enemy to fight. Only when wars started going badly did people really hate them. So I think I'm just going to remove this whole thing. I think it's very silly. But for now, we'll just deal with it. I think what we should do, probably, is wait until our aggressive expansion goes down to essentially 0. And then we will declare on them. Because they're big. It's going to cause a lot of aggressive expansion to take all this land. It's 1, 2, 3, 4... Well, actually, not all of those are Italian, are they? Yeah, so it's not actually Italian land. Some of it is. Savoy itself isn't. But 2 of the provinces are. Also, it will give us access to this guy. But again, they're an OPM in the Empire, so we probably don't want to kill them. If possible. Oh, yeah, I had a thought, by the way. What do you think? I think you should be able to create client states immediately from Tech 1. Because it's just like releasing a vassal, right? But a vassal you create. Like, if you were to release Ferrara right now, you're setting up a client state, a state which is subordinate to you. And just because there was historically a kingdom here of that name, it's not like you're reinstating the old government or anything. You have to set up a new government either way. It's not really a technological leap to set up an entirely independent area. And I'm sure you for anywhere, you could find an excuse for each place to have an independent government. You could say, oh, well, in Roman times, it was a province of the Roman Empire, independent province of Lombardia, so we're going to release this area as a client state. And I think it'd be fun to add the ability to create lots of client states. Although maybe you should ban them in the Empire, because it'd be a bit OP for... well, would they be OP? You still have to give up a province. Yeah, our vote situation's not fantastic. You still be giving up a province, and, each actual individual member gives an extremely small amount of imperial authority. Yeah, I think you should be able to. Why are we losing money, by the way? Oh, that's right. I just spent 20 ducats on the court. We're fine. Okay, so I think we let aggressive expansion go down. Then we go to war with Savoy. That's the plan. Oh, thank God. Okay, the plague's ended. We didn't lose any stability. We did get 5% population death, so we lost some manpower, but we did not get any stab hits. Thank goodness. Thank goodness. Oh, would you look at this? Burgundy is just begging for death. Why are you attacking the Empire? What are you doing? You reward my princes. Where's Geneva? There's Geneva, titty little province down here. See, I dislike the like this province sums up everything that's wrong with Meiou and Taxes. Not that there is much. Geneva is fine though. I don't mind little provinces. What are you doing, Burgundy? I'm just going to make you spit it back out again. Or more likely, just give it to Savoy, maybe. We're just still burning off aggressive expansion. We could probably go to war with... How much do we lose per year? Only 2.6. So probably like another 3 or 4 years. And then I'll go to war with Savoy, because the war itself will take a little while. We might end up doing the Burgundy War first. So we just have to hope this guy doesn't die, and him have a non-weak claim heir before that. And as long as our prestige stays higher than theirs, which it really should. Okay, so as I predicted, we're going to go to war with Burgundy right now, partly because they're at war with the Empire, which is hurting my imperial authority growth, and partly because we hate them, and we need them to spit out all of this Roman land that they have. Sorry, Holy Roman land. Keep this my Rome campaign bleeding over a bit. So we'll make, yeah, Armont seems like a good war goal. We're going to call in Aragon and France, and we're going to absolutely massacre them. Seems glorious. Let's do this thing. Do I even go help? How many men have you got? 15,000 total? Yeah, I should probably go help. We'll sit behind our forts for a little bit, but yeah, I think France is going to do the vast majority of the work, especially now all their little puppets get called in. Yeah, look at those numbers. Maybe we don't even go and help. I'm not sure. I'm tempted. Yeah, I'm going to not help. we're gonna drill in Parma. Meanwhile, vassals, go ham. Looting policy, we will restrict looting. Offensive war. So, if you're not familiar, in the heresy update, you get plus 0.1 war exhaustion for every month that you're at war. This is ridiculous. I hate it. I hate it, and I'm going to get rid of it, probably. That means after 10 years, that's the same as being at -3 stability. One 10-year war is the same as being at -3 stability. Let that sink in. That's absurd. Truly, truly absurd. So we're not going to let that stand, because it's ridiculous. How exactly I'll remove it, whether I'll replace it with anything, I'm not sure. It is a live discussion among the M&T team if there are any better ways to do it. The problem is that sometimes the AI goes to war and then never ends the war, and so the ticking war exhaustion, because there's two AI occupying two halves of a country and neither can satisfy their ambitions. Peasant revolutionaries. Should probably go deal with them. I feel like there must be a better solution, but just for the case of our game, we'll probably just get rid of it, and then if we see, wow, peasant revolutionaries do not have very good morale. If we see an AI that we care about locked in an eternal war, we'll just console tag over to them and then peace out with some kind of reasonable peace deal. That's no big deal. You know, we don't care if a bunch of irrelevant little AI over here. Did they change the color of Karakunu between this patch and the last? I'm not sure. It's been a while since I actually saw them. Yeah, we'll just console over and fix it. That's not a big deal at all. But yeah, it's absurd. -3 stability for 10 years. I mean, it's not at all realistic or sensible, I think. Did we manage to make them peace out of their other war? No, they're still in their other war. Right? Yeah. This is the war, by the way, that's causing our imperial authority to go down. Also, I think the fact that we're at war with Holland counts as internal war. Anywho, France is wrapping this up, so we're going to take a whole bunch of land off you, and the aggressive expansion is going to be non-existent. I can actually just take all this land personally. That's crazy. We might consider doing that, although, I mean, the communication efficiency would be pretty horrendous. We could take this land and then give it to Savoy, maybe. We'll see, we'll see. Oh, a slight problem I hadn't anticipated. This area is of vital interest to France, so they're not going to give me occupation of this land down here, so we can't necessarily take it personally. So what we'll probably do is release someone down here. There's no one has this land. It's unfortunate. Oh, hello. I didn't spot you guys. We better deal with them. I turned off these forts too. That's alright, we can deal with them. So I'm probably going to go over here and try and maybe sneak some of these sieges out from under them, rather. I might be able to force them to leave by standing there and causing attrition or something. We got at least one of them. Let's just let a monthly ticket. See, this one's about to finish though. See, and they got that one. See, now I'm pretty sure I can't give it to France in the peace deal. Not that I would want to, obviously. That's annoying. So there's no way I can actually get this province back into the empire in this war. Ah, it's frustrating. I should have thought of that. That's my mistake. Oh well. Oh well. We'll see what we can do. We'll be able to do a bunch in the north anyway. Okay, so we're down to about 10 aggressive expansion on most people. So I think I'm going to declare that war with Savoy. I'm going to lose some prestige to do that, but that's okay. We don't mind. I will be fighting it predominantly on my own because France is obviously preoccupied helping in the Burgundian War, which is nearing its conclusion. And on the 28th, we will claim the Savoyard throne for ourselves. We are making... Oh, nice. Invest in this tech, and we will do it straight away, even though it's way ahead of time, because I do love me some innovativeness. We may want to tank our innovativeness later on. Actually, that's a good point. Can you tank your innovation? I'm not sure you can. Not quickly, anyway. We are going to take eminence ideas, because friendly relations is too good. I've also focused on diplo points. And in the spirit of friendliness... Savoy, you will be my friends or you will perish. We will lose one stability, but that's okay. I checked. We're going to get it right back. Come here, Savoy. So is there a... there is a strait there. Okay. Well, not straight, but you know what I mean. 10 papal influence. Oh, well, of course. We will, first off, spend our papal influence if we can. Not enough of it. Oh, well. Let's get some. There we go. It didn't take long to get our stability back, did it? Nice. Okay, it's level 2 fort down here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Probably 5 to be most efficient. Level 3 there. So, yeah, that seems fine. Let's get this siege going. Get this... Alright, so let's check. How much aggressive expansion is this going to cause? Union with Savoy. Not too bad. Not too bad. Nice. We'll take your money. We'll take the Union. That seems great. Oh, we're still at war with this province. Hopefully they can... Yep, good. Sort that out. Got everything occupied up here? Looks like it. So, cancel. Take this province. Oh, I know what we could do. We could give France an imperial province and then demand it back. Would they do it? Would they give it back? I can't see the reasoning. I think they might. I think they might give it back if we just demanded one from them. But I'm not going to risk it, because if we put it under France, it's going to stay under France for quite a long time. Bar, you're under France, aren't you? Yeah. So we release Holland, which releases this little chap here, as well as, of course, Holland itself. We take... Sorry, I've got... Oh, sorry, no, I was apologising for the Facebook bung, but you don't hear that because my system sounds are turned down to 0. We take this province. We release Brabant. No, we want to release Flanders, but we can't because it's Brabantic. Okay, in that case, we just release... Yeah, we just release Brabant straight up. Which includes this province, right? Yeah. That should be all their imperial provinces. What about this one? That's Namur, who is under Hainaut, who is under Holland. So that still gets released. Okay. And we get one of these provinces back. Unfortunately, only one. But that is just the way it goes sometimes. I will take war reps from you and give a province to Friesland. No, that's fine. I don't need to do that. Just, sure, make you unable to ally the Netherlands to Naples in the immediate future. No, let's keep the truce shorter. Ooh, 35 prestige. Beautiful. And so we can go to war with them again to take these two provinces next time without France. Boom. There we go. Decisive victory. That's much better. Down to... Excuse me. There are 17 provinces in the Empire controlled by non-member states. Check again, game. Check again. Let's wait till the monthly tick. We could call France into our Savoyard war, but we have no interest in their help in this one, so I'm not going to. You actually just send out... Now you've recovered. Send out the cavalry to block troop training. We can't move straight there, so I won't bother. Yes, war exhaustion. This is broken stupid. We should be getting half as much attrition as we are right now. But we haven't lost a fight. We haven't taken any significant casualties. Our manpower is going up, not down. It's ludicrous that we're taking such ridiculous levels of war exhaustion, I think. So we are gonna... I'll turn that off after this episode. That's interesting. The amount of aggressive expansion this is going to give has decreased quite significantly. I wonder why. You haven't gone duelists or anything. No. How weird. Ooh, invest in an idea. No one's... Yes! No one's taken Eminence ideas. So we're going to get innovativeness for each Eminence idea we take. That's so good. Anyway, yeah, so we can get the peace deal right now. Do come on into the fold, Savoy. Welcome to the great Milanese Empire. So now that might make France detest us, because they have some of this as vital interest. Burgundy, you took Geneva. How dare you? Geneva is not in the Empire, which is bizarre, considering its location. But that means we can take that easily off them. I decided to call this place personally, by the way, rather than giving it to Savoy. It might be a bad idea. We have got organising nationalists here, which is a bit of a problem, but that's okay. Obviously, Savoy, not the most chuffed with their new leaders, but we will we'll bring them around. I did improve relations with them before the war. How old am I? I am a ripe old 51, so probably not going to die too soon. I'll take this stab points, please. Probably not going to die too soon, so we should have time to get them back into positive opinion of ourselves. We shall see. War exhaustion does at least tick down very quickly now that we are at peace. That's excellent. Okay, so that shall bring us to 2 more provinces in the Italian regions. That's 24 we're at now. Okay, so next target. That was, yeah, not as much aggressive expansion as I thought. Great. And of course, as soon as we get this, even less aggressive expansion. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. All right. Oh, by the way, we're doing a church council, which will hopefully allow us to reduce reform desire and diminish some of the events that cause reform desire. Oh, hey, nice. We can rival Naples. Not going to rival France, obviously. We can rival Naples. Nice. I'll let us throw down an embargo. And I think... Do I have an embargo of the Mamluks? Yeah, I do. And of... what do we call them? Old Bohemia. We do. Cool. Let's... hey, Bohemia, you smell. Cool. So we can take some action against Naples. When France gets a... Oh, we have loads of... Why do I have so many favors? I swear I had no favors with France. I thought I had 0 favors with France. I must have misclicked and I looked at Bourbonnais instead. So we could use France to beat up Naples, release a prince here, or maybe take the land for ourselves, depending on how we're feeling. But I think I'll probably release Nice in this province here. An extra prince, an extra province back into the empire. By the way, has it updated? It has. Nice. Only 5 provinces now outside the empire. 1, 2, 3, 4. Where's the 5th? What is going on up here? You are in a personal union under Denmark. Okay. Does that give us the imperial ban? It actually doesn't. That's unfortunate. If it was a vassal, it would. Meiou and Taxes team, please fix. Or possibly base dev team, I guess. So we could go to war with Naples, but we're going to let our war exhaustion tick down first, and we can release this province. And also, you're allied to Savoy. Not Savoy, Sardinia. So when we're at war with them, I'll declare war on Sardinia and take the whole island, probably. 4 provinces in the Italian region, very low development. Well, actually, this place is pretty nice. So maybe we won't take this province. But we'll take at least these 3 to get some more provinces in Italy, moving towards claiming the Iron Crown. Why aren't these guys letting me pass my reform, by the way? We want dynastic inheritance. After the reforms of the Reichstag and the Golden Bull, a system started reappearing, where an emperor could let his son be crowned king of the Romans, while he himself was still alive. That's interesting. This created a kind of dynastic inheritance system, which the Habsburgs used to build their dominance over the empire for the next few centuries. More Diplo rep. Why are you all against it? Weak emperor -0. What are you talking about? Emperor's not Germanic. Fair enough. Emperor's overextended -1. Essentially, we just need to improve a bunch of relations. So let's get on that with people who are close. So 5's pretty close. Anyway, I'll do all this obviously off camera because it's going to take a while. But I don't know about you guys, but I love the Sanctum Romanum Imperium. in this game. It's so cool. I love the extra layer of gameplay it brings in with managing the prince's relations and things to pass votes. I think it's very cool. Okay, so this is one of the very important event chains for this campaign. We're going to try and get as small a reformation as humanly possible. And one thing to do with that is hopefully reforming the church as much as possible. So we're going to try and reform absenteeism. If you're not familiar, absenteeism is the practice of one bishop or parish priest. I think it was mostly bishops, but I'm not sure. No, maybe it was parish priests as well, having many, many parishes under their domain, you know, so one bishop might have 3 cathedrals or something like that. Maybe it was just parish priests. I'm not an expert. If you think I'm getting something wrong, look at the comments. There'll be a very knowledgeable person who tells you what actually this was about. So basically, you know, if one bishop has 3 cathedrals, he can't really give the kind of services he should be giving. And the reason he has 3 cathedrals is because he gets an income per cathedral. So essentially, the way you reform that is you get more bishops, and you have a bishop in each place. So places actually get the ministering to that they need. That's what we're going to try and do. Hey, nice. Okay, so this is one of the church reform events. The church reform of benefices. So essentially enough people chose to try and go for reforming benefices. Benefices I do not know about, so I will read this. Beginning in the 14th century, the Pope collected the first year's income, annate, from the benefice granted to a new bishop. Okay, so you give some money to each new bishop and he was nicking a bit. This was a common custom by feudal rulers upon granting a fief to a vassal. So by claiming this right, the Pope was taking money away from secular rulers. In addition, regardless of who the money went to, this practice forced new bishops to borrow heavily or overtax their peasants in order to pay this sum, something which made the church seem oppressive to the locals. It may require several reforms to eradicate this entrenched practice. The higher church reform is, the more effective the reforms will be. However, it requires people influence to push the harshest reforms forward. That's fine. We're gonna end the practice of paying the annate. End it entirely. Interesting. Now, the Papal State has this annate abolished modifier, +9. I think maybe it has to get to 10, 20, 15 to actually abolish it. I don't know. Maybe it has to get to 5, and this is going to be way overkill. But we'll see. It does cause unrest in the Papal State. That's fine. Let's just tag over. Tag pap. Is that a modifier I can see? I very much doubt it is. Doesn't look like it. No. No, okay. So they don't. It's not a modifier I can see. Tag mil. Oh no, it's tag mlo or something. Mol. No. What is the? Hang on. What is the tag? Tag ml. That's it. Okay. So I will ask the team how you see hidden modifiers, so we can actually see. And also, I will suggest they change it. You should be able to see all of the current reform levels. There should just be a in here, stability, national quality, or it's not stability, it's not national, is it? Maybe another button here, if you're in the Catholic Church. Or actually, no, oh, this is such a good idea. Okay, so what you have is another pop-up, which is called The Church. And you press on that. This also makes these redundant. You go into it and it's called The Church, and it pops up and it tells you, your religion is blank. Here are the bonuses from your religion. And if you're Catholic, there's a subsection called Reforms, and you go into that and it shows you all that kind of stuff. There's another subsection called Reform Desire, and if you go into that, it tells you the events that have caused Reform Desire. Don't know if that's possible to keep track of, but if so, that would be really cool. If you're Protestant, it says, here are the aspects of your faith, and potentially, here's how you can change them. Like, here's an option to lose one stability and temporary lowering tolerance to true faith and change one of the aspects of your faith and things like that. Man, that'd be cool. I'm going to go and suggest that right now. A second reform. Awesome. Oh no, wait a minute. Pluralism. Isn't this the one where you have multiple bishops? Yeah, alright. I'm not sure what absenteeism is then. That's awesome. We're going to get some more reforms done. Brilliant. Okay, awesome. We have managed to get everyone happy enough with us that we can reform the empire. Dynastic inheritance. Let's do it. So there goes imperial authority. And there goes our electoral support. But we still have 3 voting for us. 3 currently voting for Messen. What are you talking about? Don't do that. We got room in our Diplo limit? We absolutely do not. Well, let's make sure we get at least 3 remaining voting for us. Plus, Teutonic Order has done something naughty. What have you done? You took Stolp. How dare you? Give it back. No. No. Minus 50. Minus 35 strength of Milanese alliance compared to Teutonic. You are high as heck. Alright, he's not actually high as heck because they have Denmark and Sweden on their side. Alright, that might be something we deal with next time we use France to go to war. So I suppose we'll declare war on Naples, finish them off, then declare war for Stolp. I have a, I don't need to claim it from them to get the Imperial Band CB, like we would if they were in the Empire. I already have the CB, that's not a problem. Alright, well, let's put that on the list of things to do. You guys, stop fighting. Well, what is it? It's the Messner Conquest. Messern. Let's improve relations with this guy. See if we can enforce peace here, end this war a bit early. We'll see. Another freaking reform. Unretrained priests, doesn't take much explaining. 3 reforms in one go, that's crazy good. This is really going to take us a long way towards trying to delay the Reformation. We just want to delay the Reformation. We don't need to prevent it. We just want to delay it till we've revoked the privilege year. Then we're okay. Oh, bloody hell. Excuse my language, not again. There's a terrible plague starting in Italy. Oh, we'll see what we can do. It hasn't given me the event yet. There we go. Hopefully now I should get it. Yeah, okay. I'm actually, I think, going to do this one. I'm going to take the highest tier, which I almost never do, because we're rolling in cash right now. Lose some admin points, that's fine. We're way ahead of time on admin. Lose the manpower, that's fine. We've got okay admin right now. Sorry, okay manpower right now. So we've done everything we can to hold back this plague. Let's see how it goes. Oh my god, the first freaking event. 25% chance to lose stability, and we did. At least we got it down to moderate in the capital, but it's not good. It's not good. We're basically, all our plague measures are going to do. They're going to help us a bit, but mostly they're going to save France's ass, because the spread through us won't be so bad. Oh, please don't let's lose another stability. Okay, it's not going to happen, but Castile has no heir. So we're totally going to marry Castile. That would be great. If we could get a PU over Castile, that would just be, that would make my day. Okay, so this council finally ended. We made some really good progress. 2 big reforms and 1 minor reform is excellent progress for our first ever conclave. I'm just gearing up for war against Naples. I've realised if I take over all of this area and all of the Genoese remaining Genoese Italian holdings, that's enough to claim the Iron Crown of Italy. It also, coincidentally, satisfies our claim Sardinia thing, which is nice. Gives some naval tradition. Why not? Okay, the plague's ended, and we did get some stability back in the meantime, so it's not the worst thing in the world. We did get some province trauma in the east, and some of our vassals' lands over here, but not too bad, not too bad. It's not the worst plague we've had to experience. You need to centralize your nation to at least 40 to annex vassals. Really? Interesting. I did not know that. Cool. I really like how I call it, a vassal, a little nobody in the empire declares war on a free city, and then France comes in. So does Aragon. They're both like, raise the levies. the estates are going to war. France is tanking their loyalty with their greater and lesser nobles just to go and beat up on some tiny little OPMs over here in central Germany. It's great, and I just sit down here drilling, twiddling my thumbs. It's fantastic. Oh, by the way, I've discovered if your capital is in Italy, you can't add provinces to the HRE, which is just nonsensical. So I'm going to get rid of that if I can. It seems like a totally moronic restriction. This area is some of the oldest part of the HRE, the original HRE. It's France, Lombardia, this part, and sorry, Lotharingia, not Lombardia, Lotharingia, and Italy. This is Lombardia. The ancient kingdom of Lombardia, this bit here. This is one of the original 3 kingdoms of the HRE. Why can't I add stuff? Obviously, if the area in Italy is being really rebellious, sure, but the area of Italy is not being rebellious to the empire. I'm the freaking emperor. So I'm just going to change that. What the heck happened here? Burgundy just annexed freaking Hainaut again. Burgundy, no, you're not allowed. We're going to go to war with you again and make you spit that out in 7 years. And as we can see if we can get these provinces actually off them this time. It's that freaking ruining my imperial authority, man. Stop that. Oh, holy shit. I've swore twice in this film, in this episode, which is a lot for me, and you will see why. France is 69. 69. And if they die, they get our dynasty. So obviously we'll put pressure on the Pope. Significantly more likely to refuse the annulment, depending on our relationship with the Pope and the Papal Controller. Well, the Papal Controller's Milan. Sorry, Naples. But the Pope likes us. Please, 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 please refuse the annulment. When this freaking list contains Castile and France, and we've got green names, you know life's pretty good. Even if they do annul the marriage, we can just marry them again. They might try and annul it again, but I'm prepared to marry them as many times as it takes. It'll hurt our opinion of them a lot, so we mustn't let this go 0. Okay, here we go. 75% chance of the game reforms. That's annoying. Anti-clericalism for a year, or religious scandal for a year. We will submit to church authority just because we're good Catholics. Our consort is diplomatic. Good. Cool. End this war. We're at 100%. Come now. We didn't take over as a leader or anything, did we? No. Cool. Please, please, France, please. I would love to have a personal union over France. That'd be so good. Man, the Liberties I would be out of control, but that doesn't matter. We'd handle it somehow. How dare they? They annulled the marriage. That is outrageous. We do get to press our royal marriage claims. Sorry, press our relatives' claims CB on France. But yeah, that means we lost 75. Yeah, if they do it one more time, our opinion goes negative, and that will break the alliance. Well, I'm going to raise trust so that we can get the alliance back afterwards if we need to, and I'm going to marry them again. Oh no, they had a kid. Never mind, so they won't break it again. Well, there goes that opportunity, but oh well. Oh well, we tried. We might still get Castile, but they're really young. She's really young, so it's unlikely. I'm not sure why, but for some reason, this freaking Nuremberg conquest was never going to end. Bamberg, you've lost. Give up, dude. Don't understand that. Anyway, we're going to go to war with Naples. I don't think any of our allies are willing to help right now. Oh, no, Aragon is. No, sorry. It's these guys we want to declare war on. Okay. We don't need to full call Naples because we're just taking one province off them. Though actually, do they have any other allies? Ragusa really doesn't bother me. So sure, let's full call Naples. Conquest. Let's go. Marvelous. Man, I feel bad at this game. So, I have managed to find a way out of this, but we have a problem. Their navy is huge in this war. I've gone to war. I'm pretty sure I showed you the start of this war. We're at war with Sardinia, because these are lots of nice low-dev provinces. And I also wanted to take this one here. Unfortunately, Provence has a huge navy. Sorry, Naples has a huge navy, and they're blocking me in this line here. So I'm building a bunch of galleys, so it won't happen again. But also, I think I'm going to separate peace Naples, although I am hoping to take this one province from them. Because it's low dev, and it's in the Italian region, and it's imperial, so we can't have them hold our glorious imperial clay. So we'll see if separate peace in the mount will work. It should. I think I can get enough war score over here. Probably. We may have to march down and fight them a bit, but that'll be doable if we have to. Okay, awesome. We have finished occupying Provence, and that gives us. Nice, enough war score to take this province. We will get just the same few insignificant Italian miners in the coalition. Can we get war reps off you? We could go hard and humiliate. I don't think it's worth it. Our manpower situation is not ideal. Sieging all this down would be very expensive on that front. So let's just take a little bit of money, war reps, their one imperial province, and more importantly, them out of the war, which of course puts us in negative war score, but that is not a problem in the slightest. We can correct that very easily. Quick little trashing of the Ragusan navy here. Is Ragusa... Where's Dubrovnik? Is Dubrovnik in Ragusa or is it further north? Show me the city names. Where's Dubrovnik? I was in Dubrovnik recently, which is why I'm curious. I think it was somewhere around here. Anyway. I was only in the airport. I know where I go on holiday. I didn't go there on holiday. We're just going to get some military access. Oh, no, I was going to go trash Naples. But Naples isn't in this war. Now, what am I talking about? Let's just marshal these guys up in Liguria. And we'll go land. They've got 4,000. We've got 4,000 able to land at once. Excellent news. I so hate building galleys. I detest them. Expansion to Italy is, of course, not welcomed. The reason I hate galleys, of course, is because they are inefficient in terms of cash. They only have use when at war, whereas trade ships give you cash at peace. So you always want to have, plenty of trade ships. Oh, nice. They have a no fort province. So we can take this really quickly and then we'll be able to ferry people back and forth nice and quick. We can get an idea, and of course, because no one else is getting this, we got innovativeness for that. Glorious. Marvelous. So we got province war score cost down by 10%, and we get Diplo relations up by 2. That would be great for us playing the International Game of Thrones, of course. Not that there's anyone on the market right now. What did we get our innovativeness to? 18 already. Wow. We're doing really well. These ones, almost all of these ones were not taken by anyone else before us. So that's excellent news. All right, well, we'll just siege down Sardinia and then see where that puts us in terms of aggressive expansion at the end of the war. Okay, I'm a little bit less mad about the offensive war thing, because if you strongly encourage looting and have war relief, that almost entirely negates it. I still think it's silly, and I'm probably going to get rid of it. Next time I reboot the game, I'm going to get rid of it. The very kind Meiou and Taxes team. In fact, here, let me tell you by name who it was. Minor Sebas told me exactly how I can remove it, because he is a lovely human being. But yeah, we can pretty much counter it with, at least, yeah, with war relief. So essentially, you don't want to do that unless you're in a defensive war. So it's not that helpful, but still. Anyway, get back to sieging. Oh, I don't think I mentioned England, unfortunately, took some land off Burgundy. So we are at some point going to have to go to war with England to take this province off them, because they're not willing to just hand it over. They have a personal union? Oh, Ulster, that's fine. I thought they might have Scotland already, which would be a bit inconvenient. What the heck is going on here? They're feeding Ulster Scotland. Nice. Yeah, so we'll have to take this province off them at some point, but we'll get France to do that for us. It'll be easy. Oh, this is too good. The first estate. The clergy. Now, this is less funny if you're not either me or a specific member of the Meiou and Taxes team who is saying they thought the first estate was the nobles. But I think that's quite funny. There you go. The first estate, the freaking clergy. Your own mod says so. There's a big freaking war going on over here in the east. I noticed just because you very rarely, when it's not France, see blue hatching on the map. But there you go. Apparently this little country here is going to like full occupy Hungary. And meanwhile, Wallachia is getting themselves occupied by Hungary. That is a serious war for control of the Balkans there. Interesting. Alright, after filling out our third diplomatic idea group, we can now take Diplotech 6. Almost 50 years into the game, we just took Diplotech 6. There you go. Fantastic. Now we have an extra, what is it? Oh, great. Plus 1% trade efficiency. This is pointless, by the way, M&T team. Remove this nonsense. This is entirely pointless. But yeah, so we finally took that. Nice. Start moving up on Diplotech. We're still going to go hard on Diplo points for a while. We are rich enough to hire a military or a political, administrative advisor. I don't know if I want to though. Like, I mean, some autonomy change. None of that seems that useful to me right now. The level ones anyway. So I think we're just going to stick like this for now. Cool. Well, we are just going to wait for aggressive expansion to tick down on this month, and then we can end both this Corsican War and the episode. Sorry, this Sardinian War and the episode with a nice little full annexation. Oh, by the way, Ragusa. Oh, hey, a new pope. Please, please, please. Ah, not ours, unfortunately. We have had a pretty good streak of being papal controller, though. So, wait. No, it is me. Nice. Good, good, good. We've remained the papal controller. Excellent news. The only real problematic person that could take it right now is Naples, who could, then if the Pope dislikes me because of all my expansion in Italy, they might excommunicate us. I'm tempted. How many provinces in Italy do we have right now? 26. Wait, 26? We only need 4 more. It's going to do it. This is enough. This is enough to form Italy. Yes. Nice. Let's go blockade Ragusa. See if we can get some cash out of them. And then I think I think we can form Italy, guys. That's pretty good. Yeah, all your cash. War reps. No, what? Oh, God, taking that much money is 25 war score. Give me a trade power? No, alright, just give me war reps then. That's fine. Okay, so, hey, Sardinia. I'll take it all. Florence is the only non-irrelevant person in that list. I'll take your cash, too. That's 4 provinces in Italy. We'll take... My lord, we did a lot of looting, apparently. 1,000 more! What? 1,600 ducats? What? When? Where? I did strongly encourage looting. I guess out of, like, some HRE miners? Did we strongly encourage looting in the Burgundian War? I feel like there'd be more damage here if we had. There's not a lot of local wealth in these provinces. Yeah, we must have strongly encouraged looting in the Burgundian War because there's so little wealth up here. Nice. Yeah, 35 stab points. And a whole bunch of money for the country. I hope I clicked the right one there. I can check. Do we have any unrest from denied loot? No, good. Okay, well, we can't actually click the button because it hasn't recalculated. But I think if I save and load, it will. So I'll see you in a second. Well, that's unfortunate. The reload didn't work, and we are now going to get minus 100 opinion with everyone in Italy. So, sorry, Pope Man. Love me. Love me. Oh, dear. That's going to put him negative. Pope Man? Oh, no, it's capped out. It can only go to 75. Hey, nice. I still wanted to proclaim a guarantee of him anyway. So we have a whatchamacallit. Plenty of diplo limit. Got another 2. And you want to marry? Marry Wallachia. I hear they're on the up and up. Well, maybe. Maybe not, looking at that again. I think that's okay. Alright, so we'll just wait until it recognises that we have 30 provinces. We'll form Italy. Hooray! It's freaking happening. Alright, the Iron Crown. As the heart of the Renaissance, our nation is blooming culturally. We've just entered the beginning of what looks like a prolonged artistic rebellion, particularly in the field of architecture and literature. The cultural evolution is not aiding our country in maintaining peace within our borders, however. Our country is continuously stricken by foreign states seeking power and territorial gain. We should reclaim the forgotten title of the King of Italy to show our prestige. The final sentence shows no resemblance to being connected to the first bit. Okay, alright, let me rephrase this for you. As our glorious nation recaptures the Lombard kingdom of old, we proclaim ourselves its rightful heir, and therefore our claim to all Italian dominions under God. We gain 10 absolutism, we become a kingdom which gives us an extra diplomat, we change to Italy and we get a possibility to change national ideas. Alright, you know what that means? It means I'm going to save, write down my national ideas, take the decision, take the new ideas, write down the new ideas, and then check which I think's better. I will see you in a second once... oh, actually, no. Firstly, let me just save... No, yeah, okay, I'll see you in a second. Alright, here we go. We're forming Italy. Glorious. Claim the Iron Crown. We also get free cores, which is why I didn't call Lucca or Nisa. So, gimme the Iron Crown. Beautiful, nice new map colour. I do like the Italian green. It's, of course, very different from our old purple, so that's nice. We also, of course, as I said, got free full cores on all of this land, which is glorious, which means we should state this area. Well, maybe not. There's some urban development here. We should probably state everyone in Italy, right? Oh, hey, nice. That's, we no longer have the one to become, proper monarchy. Claim a proper title, because of course Italy is a proper title. Nice new flag with the traditional, I think it's an iron Lombard crown. I think it was an iron crown. There's an achievement called the Iron Crown in CK2, I think, which is about the Lombards. Our policies got undone. That's interesting. We do still want to centralize a little bit more. I probably won't turn on the centralized decision though, because it would overdo it, right? If you gain 0.4 a year, yeah, it would overdo it. I do want to keep spending some admin points on this, though. I think that's worth it. 10% and 5% seems too low. 15% is okay. Marvelous. So the Italian power score, I believe this will all go away soon. This will die. We have gained Conquest, because we just got full... Oh, yes, I forgot we got full permanent claims, which is great. It's 25% courier cost reduction, apart from anything else. And at the end of the month, at a crossroad, but more importantly... Well, not more importantly, but also quite fun. Oh, we should take this... Can we take tech? Admin tech will give us 2 innovativeness. All right, let's do it. An Italian hegemon. Now that... It's hegemon, right? As in hegemony? Yeah. Now that an Italian power has been able to achieve a dominant position in the Italian peninsula and claims to be the rightful owner of these lands, the Italian factionalism has lost power. Still, some countries eager to oppose this new power, but it may only be a question of time until this rebellion is over. They have changed dramatically. We're no longer menacing. Glorious. We will go towards a new destiny, of course, because I want to check those events. But let's just get the end of the month so we can see this. We just got one of the best CVs in the game. I believe it is the best. It's on a par with the very best ones. Yeah. I think that might be... So, Reconquest CB is better. Apart from that, I think this is the best CB in the game. Because look at that thing. It's ridiculous. 20% cost, 20% aggressive expansion. It's ludicrously strong. And it works for the entire Italian region. Does it work on Naples? I think it only works on the old kingdom of Lombardia, which stops here. Or it might be that you only have it on people you border. Let's check. Yeah, I don't have it on these guys. So it is. It's just you have to border them as well as them being in Italy. It looks like. Yes, we don't have it on Venice, and we will definitely have it on Venice. Nice. So we might be able to take all of Naples. So the next episode is going to be one of brilliant expansion for the newly formed Italy. I'm going to do some thinking about ideas in between episodes. But until the next time, thank you ever so much for watching another episode of our Sufficit Mundi campaign. I did ask people on Facebook how you're actually supposed to say that, because apparently Sufficit Mundi is a bad translation, but I will look into how you are supposed to say it, and I'll probably change the series name for the next episode, or actually the one after that, because I'm going to record another one straight after this. But without further ado, thank you very much for watching. If you like the episode, do like it. It helps out a great deal. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Hello everybody, I'm Count Christo and welcome back to the Sufficit Mundi campaign. We are here as the glorious Italy, ready to begin our very rapid expansion. There's going to be a period of extraordinarily... Wait. I will return to talking about this. The Empire of the Romans took land from the freaking Ottomans. Why can't I move the freaking camera? There we go. What is this? The AI Empire of the Romans took back land from the Ottomans. That's amazing. I really hope they manage to continue doing that. That's hilarious. That is very cool. Anyway, we're going to do a period of very rapid expansion. Everything you see that we have claims on, at least, we're going to take extremely quickly. Possibly Naples too, but I'm not so sure about that one. We're going to get very good trade income. It's going to be glorious. So we're going to begin with Genoa. Should be pretty easy. Castile will come against us. Or we can almost get... Oh, Aragon will join. It's just that they're unknown. If we let a month go by, I think that should sort itself out. We can state up here. We definitely want to state Tuscany. How many states do I have left? At least 5. Yes, that's fine. So Florence is definitely one of them. Maybe not. Oh, it's Corsica and Sardinia. Well, we probably should, right? I think we should. We got full cause here, so... We really ought to state it, I think. Okay, so let's just crush Genoa once Aragon's willing to join. Ah, yes, I forgot to mention, we are keeping our old ideas because the ideas, weirdly enough, the Italian ideas are exactly these, except this one is neutral, which is just half as much papal influence and worse. And this one is like the same, but it's a tiny bit more fort defense and less military tech cost. So we're going to keep the Milanese weapon industry. We will keep our legacy. Let me get all the conquest again. Cool. Oh, I love allies. So Aragon and our vassals and France have just absolutely trashed Castile. Did we get any loot out of that? You know, 50 ducats. It's not nothing. So I'll take all your money and war reparations, please. I could, like, wait for transfer trade power. Maybe we should do that, actually. It's not an insignificant amount of money they get in trade. I think I'd rather just get on to the next war. So, there we go. Get a pile of money out of that. Mostly from the war reps, because, of course, Castile and France did almost all the work. And that leaves us in a good position to peace out Genoa. Give me this. Give me all your money. Give me some war reps and trade. No, that'll do then. Yoink. Magnificent. That allows us to complete the mission. Claim Sardinia. Gives us some naval tradition. Why not? There we go. Glorious. Okay, next target. We could cut our way east, maybe. I didn't even check if that was giving us too much aggressive expansion, but there's so little aggressive expansion from these wars. We do have a coalition right now of just Salizo. That's interesting choice. Not quite sure what you're thinking there, Salizo, mate, but it's the best way to volunteer to be the next target, so sure. Oh, hey, nice. Level 2 stability. Yep. Declaring war on a fellow Catholic is a sin, but a common one. Salis. We want to kill them really fast, because every month we're at war with them, we're missing out on 0.1 Imperial Authority, which is not good. It's more than one a year, man. Imperial Authority is king. By the way, we can't, I don't know if I mentioned this, you can't add Imperial land to the Empire if you're in Italy, which is ridiculous, and so I'm going to change it. And once again, the wonderful Meiou and Taxes team has told me precisely how to change it. So that's good news. But yeah, I will be changing that very soon. We should get a cannon. We have the money for it. So we can do sieges slightly faster, some bombards. Restrict looting. Okay, next war. Go, go. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, they've made naval dockyards no longer cost money per year. There used to be an upkeep on these. It's no longer. They need to be nerfed. That's crazy urban gravity. And local trade power? Maybe they don't need to be nerfed. I don't know. I haven't thought about the balance too much, but that's so good. We're going to build naval docks now in all our major coastal cities. Cool. I like it. Hey, nice. So I didn't realize, but taking this province here has given us a mission completed. Annex the Piedmont. We get Milanese Piedmont. Manpower increase 50. Now, is that going to give me 50 manpower? It didn't give me 50 manpower. It's giving... That's got to be a bug, right? I'm going to send pictures of that to the M&T team. It can't be meant to be 50. That's so pointless. Why would you want a 50 manpower? I mean, that's 0.1%. That's very strange. So if we take Provence, then we can get some yearly naval tradition. Cool. Romagna, where's that? Down here. Get some more mercenaries. Land attrition down. That's pretty useful. Cool. But yes, we continue to grow. Glorious. We will turn our eyes south, I think, for the next war. Possibly against People's State, although we're currently guaranteeing them. So we should probably stop doing that. So in that case, maybe Florence next? Because the only people getting lots of aggressive expansion right now are some southern HRE miners and Italian states. So if we kind of just wrap up annexing all the Italian states, we'll probably be in a pretty good spot from a coalition perspective. I do want to start annexing Massa, which would be nice, and also Pisa. We've got plenty of Diplo rep from all of our Diplo ideas, so we won't have a problem. But we need to centralize to at least 40. We're getting there. We're getting there. All right, cool. So I will pick a next target.